It's time! The best armor in the game awaits us! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome all back to another episode of Last Day on Earth, where today we return and we are going to be wrapping up none other than the Lunar New Year event and getting all of the prizes associated with it. Most important of all, the greatest armor that the game of Last Day on Earth has ever seen, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this stuff in addition to all the seasonal goodies that does await us. So without further ado, we are in the waning hours of this event, and we have got to head on over to the Sun Abode to get our hands on some more loot so we can max out all of the prizes of the event, show all of those off, and have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time along the way. So I'm putting out there, have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most ways of riding. Looking to get better from here on out. Whether that be for the video, being able to smile, being able to giggle, anything or everything like that, does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers that they do. That's exactly what that joy do, because nothing else will smile on my face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And I love, you might have noticed, Star, this music sounds just like your bass, because if you do recall in the last episode, we did manage to get our hands on the vinyl that actually does play the music from this place. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's an absolute bop. Like, just listen to that thing. Like, seriously, it is a bop. It is absolutely some festive music, and we are going to be absolutely sledgehammering some zombies and getting our hands on some one-shot kills, because that is one of my favorite things actually about this event. And it seems like a lot of the seasonal events that have been happening as of late in general, they all seem to be like pretty reasonable to do. And what I love about this one in particular, dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, you can almost get through the entirety of this thing just sneak attacking some zombies, and for the most part be a-okay. There's gonna be a straggler here or there, like this Zhongxi that we gotta take care of him manually, but with the help of a very heavy sledgehammer and a very angry pup by the name of Lexi, we are more than well enough equipped to go ahead and knock that out and claim everything that is going to be inside of here. And it does have me excited for the future of what these events do hold. Obviously, y'all know me, I am a sucker for permanent content. I'm always advocating for Last Day on Earth to freaking add in things of the permanent variety that we can check out, because the last thing of the permanent variety of those added was the transportation hub. And it's been about like almost a year since that's happened. And oh, we got another Zhongxi coming over here. And since then, the updates have primarily just been of the of the event variety, which again, like I'm saying, events are a great opportunity for especially people who might be a little bit earlier on in the game to get your hands on some great loot on a good budget. Because, like, for example, here, y'all are literally seeing me going through most of this level, barely having to have an extended fight with a zombie, almost entirely able to knock it out via sneak attack on these folks. And the great thing about that is that that means you are not in a prolonged battle, that these zombies have the chance to, you know, harm you with their freaking zombified zombie attacks, right? You don't have to worry about using medical supplies. You don't have to worry about your armor disintegrating. You don't have to worry about actually using your weapon as much, because sneak attacks do 3 times the damage, so you are saving on the amount of weapon usage that you have to use as well. And just overall, it's a freaking home run on all of those points. And like I am saying, this is actually an event as well that, I mean, in addition to the actual things that you claim out of this location, there of course is the giant, like, almost like event battle pass type thing that we'll go ahead and get around to here in just a jiffy, where really the kind of the best of the best stuff really is to be had over at the other holiday location. So we'll be getting around to that here ever so shortly. But for now, let's just go ahead and clear this thing out in this sunny form, because the Sun Abode does ultimately, as y'all probably do know by now, turn into the Moon Abode. Adobe. I always forget if it's abode or adobe. I forget if the D comes before the B or if the B comes before the D. I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Probably not. There's just some things that my mind eternally confuses, and apparently adobes and abodes is gonna be one of those things. And let's just continue getting our sneak attacks in and collecting all this loot over here, like I was saying. But yeah, seriously, like events like this, I mean, whether it's like the winter event, whether it's this event, whether it's whatchamacallit, the Halloween event, it does seem like lately the events have been much more reasonable and manageable difficulty wise, which if y'all have been playing Last Day on Earth for a while, like over the past couple of years, like back in my day, events actually used to be like strangely hard for some reason. It was really hard to get some of the best prizes out of it. This this one, from what I've heard, whatchamacall, a lot of people are saying that, like, as long as you were kind of doing everything every single day, which includes like the ritual, planting all the rice that you got over at the other location and clearing out this location every time that it came around, people were saying that they've been able to get through the entirety or get very close to the end of the pass, which is of like the event rewards, which is awesome to hear because some of the prizes seriously are fan-freaking-tastic. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, just like at a high level, it seriously is, oh baby, we are going to have a very angry zombie over here that we want to take out, and we'll go ahead and sledgehammer you, and then Lexi, we can go ahead and get that last little chomp in to finish the job. But yeah, I mean, events like this seriously are one of the best ways to get the bang for your buck, because I mean, even just like, I mean, some of the prizes that you get out of like the chests and stuff here, I mean, I found like katanas, I found freaking pistols and whatnot, literally just out of the chests that we're opening up over here. I feel like I typically find those more in the Moon Abode than the Sun one, but regardless, I mean, there's still good stuff, and there's a lot of like random loot as well that personally I'm not picking up, because if y'all saw how much of this stuff I had back at base, all right, it's more of a storage issue than an availability issue for some of these things. But if I find something like really worthwhile, like ooh, a wrench, or like ooh, a pistol, ooh, some freaking armor, you know, I mean, I'll find a way to go and make a little bit of room for that back at home. But I digress. Let's digress this sledgehammer into the back of a zombie's brain right over here, because the sun sign portion of this event is just about to get wrapped up. We just have one last little section to go ahead and check out, and then we are going to be able to bring all of these goodies. We're gonna have to plant a little bit of rice and grow some rice stems, and then refine those into rice bowls. But again, that should be easy breezy lemon squeeze. We'll be able to knock that thing out pretty quickly, because with that, we've knocked out the last of the zombies in this location pretty quickly. And as y'all did see, like I was saying, almost entirely sneak attacks. Barely had to have any extended combat with any zombies whatsoever. I think 2 zombies ended up attacking me. The rest, 1 shot, 1 kill, back of the dome, bing bang boom. We're doing great. Let's do even better and head on back and claim the final prizes and rewards that await us, including the best armor that the game of Last Day on Earth has ever freaking seen. And we are going to be showing that bad boy off. I don't need you caramel apples. I've got rice, baby. So let's head on back to the Hidden Garden and let's get back to it. And hopefully y'all get on back over to twitch.tv/Starsnipe, where we're live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, playing Last Day on Earth, having a ball, having a blast, taking the weekend off right every single week, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern time. If you don't know what time it starts in your local time zone, twitch.tv/Starsnipe/schedule will be able to go ahead and help you out, because time zones can definitely be confusing. That link will be in the top of the description and pinned comment as well. And once you know what time that is starting in your local time zone, that is the same time that we are starting every single week, same time, same place, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And again, it's a great way to kick off the weekend off. All right, you get to see my freaking face, you get to see my reactions to stuff, you get to watch this stuff live, and it's a little bit of just bonus Last Day on Earth content coming your way, and a bit of a different format, since you are literally seeing me live as it's going on. Y'all can interact with me and everyone else watching the stream all at the same time. I can react to your stuff, freaking ask me questions, I can answer them, maybe, depending on the question, you know, like, it depends on the question. You ask me like, hey Star, what's the meaning of life? Oh man, that's a heavy hitter. 2 + 2 or something like that. But then if you ask me like something a little more reasonable, like Star, what's the best color? And I say goodness gracious, actually that might be a hard question after all. So maybe I'm not the best at answering questions, but gosh darn it, I'll try to answer them, and we'll always be having a great time over there. So like I'm saying, looking forward to seeing some boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, over there. If you are returning, if you're coming over for the first time, it should be a pretty freaking sweet time, to say the least. And don't mind me just making sure that we can continue cooking up all the rice that we possibly can. Also, I do have some skips over here from my VIP, so allow me to go ahead and do some of that, so we can just kind of get as much rice cooking as possible. Now I'll get one more over there so we can get some of that. We have over a stack of bowls of rice. We've got some kumquats, and we have, oh, actually some of these rice seeds that I forgot to plant. We want to make sure that these things are going to be chugging along full steam ahead, so we can get even more rice, especially before this 2-hour cutoff does happen for the event. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are on the cusp of greatness. And oh, we were just told, oh, okay, can you hear that? Some noises are coming from the gates. Go see what's going on over there. Okay, so I guess we just actually maxed out the pass. I thought I was like 5 levels away from maxing it out, but okay, wait, now the sage is actually, okay, but now he's telling me something to find the source of the noise. Wait, why am I trying to find the source of the noise now? Am I gonna get into like an extended 1v1 with Nian now, or what the heck's going on? Okay, hold on, just in case. I'm equipping some of these weapons. I thought, oh, there's gonna be like a giant battle over here. We got all the warriors. Don't let them break through the temple. Hold on. I have no idea what that guy just signed up for. What am I getting myself into? Oh, a lot of zombies. Oh, they're all coming coming for me. Hold up. What if I just don't do anything? What if I let everyone else do the heavy lifting? Yo, help me out here. I don't want to be doing this heavy lifting. Can y'all do this for me? Because I don't think you guys can die. Or, you know, you guys can please help me out over here. Help me out, brothers. Holy guacamole. I actually did. If I knew this was coming, I definitely would have brought a little bit of shotgun rain because that would have definitely come in handy. But all right, we have fought off the zombies and there's even more coming. How many waves of these guys do I have to fend off? What the heck is going on? This is not what I signed up for. Oh, there's more coming. Oh, yeah, there's a lot more coming. I accidentally pressed the button that I didn't mean to. Oh, we are definitely losing a little bit of health over here. There's like 5 zombies attacking us. This is actually not good because the more zombies that attack us, the faster our weapon durability does go down. We are just going to try to freaking rope and dope these fellas around and ideally get our friends to do a lot of damage and attacking for us and fall back all the warriors to the temple. We're falling back. We got to execute our orders and now we have to defeat Nian. Is it coming for the last time over here? What's going down? Oh, it is, and with a lot of freaking health. Goodness gracious, 2,400. This is way stronger than all the other versions of Nian that I've seen. Why do you have so much health? Luckily, I have 5 people with freaking Lunar New Year weapons attacking Nian, so this stuff will be going down easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Seal, just kidding, it's been not killed, but defeated. And wait, hold on, the wise one comes, and he's gonna drop some knowledge on Nian. I can feel the power of the spirits. Yeah, what is going on here? Oh, look at that, just freaking socked him in the face. What a baller move. The thing I'm most grateful to the spirits for is you. They sent you as a gift. You saved our garden. Nice. Is that what I did? Where's this dog coming from? That dog's just chilling. He's barking. What is going on? Can I talk to the sage again? I can. Oh, and I just get back to this. Awesome. Well, we are 1 level away from level 45 over here. So, don't mind if I just go ahead and drop in a tiny little bit of rice over there. And beautiful. Now, we have achieved level 45 and all of the prizes that awaited. Thank you very kindly. I will be taking all of these, including some armor that we have got to go and equip, and also a new motorcycle skin that we got to go ahead and apply. And check out the new outfit style of the Imperial Warrior, the best outfit known to freaking last on Earth. That thing is so sick, and we are definitely going to be equipping it before you know it. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the big finale and the ending of the Lunar New Year kind of like storyline. So at the end of it, I'm surprised it happened before I reached level 45. I figured that kind of like final battle would go down after I hit it, but I guess it just happened. I don't know if it's because like it's the last day or something, but for some reason we had to fend off a whole ton of freaking zombies attacking the temple, and ultimately the strongest version of Nian that we've ever seen. But now if we want, we can continue leveling up past level 45, which is what I was hoping to actually do over here. That it takes a lot of levels to freaking do this at this point, and actually I might need to okay, hold on, we might need to grow a little bit of rice a little bit faster. And after speed running some rice growing and also remembering about some caramel apples that I have, this should be more than enough to at least get us one of these Lunar New Year packs that I am absolutely intrigued in seeing what they are all about. It's crazy that it takes 1,500 per level after level 45, though. That is a lot. So we at least got one over here, and the reason that I am super interested in this is because they give you a chance at a rank 2 or rank 1, 2, or 3 Rottweiler puppy. And the Rottweiler, of course, if y'all do not know, if you manage to get a true friend version of it, essentially has the chance to be the most powerful true friend dog in the game due to some of the special Rottweiler specific perks that it can get. We're still trying to get our hands on it. It is, of course, incredibly hard to do that, but maybe this pack will help us out. And here we go with the prizes that are guaranteed over here in the top 6. Really nothing crazy. A set of ghillie armor, a Glock, and an AK, but again, the dogs are what we are hoping to get our hands on. So let's pop this puppy open. Let's see what I did there, and no luck on the first pack, I suppose. But that's not gonna stop us. Maybe we can get her done with another trip over at, well, hold on, actually I gotta drink a little bit of tea over here, and we gotta turn things to nighttime so we can head on back over to the abode, or the abode, not the adobe, the abode. We want to turn it into the Moon Abode, which is gonna be more difficult and where our Lunar New Year weapons do come in handy, our Guandao and our Yanyudao. And speaking of which, I again love the fact that we did get a new weapon in the form of this update, and I'm definitely not gonna let these break through our shenanigans. I'm gonna make sure to keep some durability on them. But before we head on over there, I think it's only fitting that that our final run of the Lunar New Year location is with a full set of everything that the Lunar New Year event does grant us. And again, like I'm saying, just anytime there's an event going on, it is just prime time to capitalize upon, whether you're early game, mid game, or even a late game player, because the bang for your buck you get out of events like this and just the level of difficulty versus the prize that you get seriously are a really good ratio when you do think about things. And it does have me hopeful for what the future does hold, because I mean, I think the next event that we can expect, I could see the Forlorn Fair coming back. Honestly, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below as well about all of this and y'all's thoughts maybe, and also what y'all thought of the Lunar New Year event in general and how far you managed to get. I would love to hear about all that from y'all in that comment section down below. And if you are kind of scrolling down in the comment section, definitely, if you're enjoying the video, you know, smash the bejesus out of a little thing known as that like button while you're down there, while you're around those parts. You know, it's like, oh, I went to the grocery store. Oh, it's right by the candy store. I guess I'll buy some candy. Oh, I went to the comment section. Oh, it's right by the like button. I guess I'll hit that like button. You know what I'm talking about? A little something like that. But all right, let's go over to the outfits and let's throw on the incredible and personally by far, I think, the coolest skin in the game, the Imperial Warrior, dude. I just look like I am ready for the craziest types of battles. 100% we are rocking that. And to go with it, I do like the Lunar New Year bunny backpack that we have from last year. I mean, it's pretty sick, and it actually does kind of still go well with this fit. But for the sake of it, we're gonna go and throw on the new backpack that we did acquire, if I can remember where the heck it is. The new backpack that we got, because it's literally built and meant for this skin, and I must say, it definitely does look pretty freaking cool, and I kind of like it, man. I kind of like it. I don't know if I like it as much as the buddy, because the buddy's adorable, but I do like it. And as much as this backpack still does fit, why don't we go and try to actually equip the newest one that we have just gotten in the form of the, it's gonna be somewhere over here, the Dragon's Wing. I need black paint. I've got black paint. Let's go and create this thing and check out the entirety of everything and all of its glory. The Dragon's Wing bike, the new backpack, and the new outfit. Let's also go ahead and grab a little bit of food over here while we are at it. And I mean, you gotta admit, man, this stuff does look awesome. And I think rocking the new weapon in the form of the Yanyadao is only fitting as well, and seeing this thing in all of its glory, because, and listen, man, it's pretty glorious. That is hard to dispute. But all right, let's hop back aboard the motorcycle and let's head over to the Moon Abode and clear that place out with all of our awesome new gear and the freaking bike and stuff like that. You know, it's awesomeness, awesome sauceness across the board. But like I was saying, let me know in that comment section down below what y'all have thought of the event, and also what y'all do think might be the next event coming to the game, because personally, like I'm saying, I've got two culprits for what I think is gonna happen next in terms of an event. Obviously, I'm always rooting for permanent content, and of course, we do have the big freaking hint of, ever since the transportation hub dropped last year, the next big kind of tease, of course, was the suburb, and hopefully this is where the next permanent update does take us in terms of like a new location, because I mean, the ones that kind of are on the board between the oil rig, the suburb, and Bunker Charlie. I mean, you know, the oil rig and Bunker Charlie have just kind of like been there in the background for years at this point. Bunker Charlie, literally since the beginning of the game. So like, if anything, I think that kind of what they revealed via the last update via the suburb, I think has the best potential of kind of being continued and continuing on with that train of thought, especially since this kind of does tie in with the settlement. And of course, they are trying to advance the settlement as well, and potentially a new something that they did tease previously, I believe in the last Q&A that they did, was a new game mode being unlocked at the settlement. I believe the dual game mode, which actually might tie in with multiplayer, because there was like a little Q&A going on that they did, and they mentioned bringing a multiplayer type of update to the game, but not through Sector 7, instead through a new mechanic. So I actually think the settlement duels might actually incorporate multiplayer in a sense, but that's TBD to be seen. But I think that has the potential to be the next permanent update, and hopefully that does tie in with furthering the suburbs, because you gotta admit, man, that suburb location is going to be fuego, and by far and away does have, I think, the most potential out of I mean, okay, well, I don't know, Bunker Charlie would be pretty fire, that goes without saying, but the suburb seems very interesting. And again, the fact is that there's a lot of hints that kind of lead towards, hey, if there's a suburb, it's gonna be the suburb of a city. We've gotten loading screen tips that talk about a city to the north. I think there's a really good chance that there's a city right past our point of view over here, and furthering the suburb quest line, furthering the suburb story, kind of lends itself to that very nicely. But in terms of like the next events we can expect, Last Day on Earth's birthday, that's always a big one. I forget exactly when it happens. I know, I'm the worst. How could I forget a birthday like that? But I believe it's sometime, what, like early in summer, like I think it's like, I want to say June maybe? It's like April. It's like April, May, or June, or maybe July. Somewhere in there, Last Downer's birthday happens, I think, and typically they do a little event for that. And what I could actually see is potentially the Forlorn Fair also coming back, because the Forlorn Fair has come back 4 times, particularly the last time that the Forlorn Fair came back, because every other time the Forlorn Fair did come out, it came out with a new stage, with new stuff coming out. But then the last time that it came out, there was nothing actually new about the Forlorn Fair. It just returned for a limited time and gave people a chance to continue doing kind of where they left off and gave them more time to do it. So I think that if anything, we may very well be due for a return of the Forlorn Fair as one of the next updates, or one of the next kind of like events that come through, or Last Outer's birthday, Last Outer's birthday, or what I honestly could see happening is both of those happening at the same time, where the Forlorn Fair and Last Outer's birthday does drop together, and then hopefully summertime. I mean, will have been a year since the last permanent content update that we did get in Last Outer, so hopefully, I mean, man, it's definitely not as fast as I would hope, and y'all know me, man. I love Last Day on Earth. I want to see the game freaking advance and get further and keep on doing cool stuff, but but one update a year is definitely a bummer, because so far, I mean, one permanent update per year, because last year there was one. This year we're still waiting on one, and if it's just one per year, I mean, it's a big bummer. But hopefully, I mean, if it's the size of the transportation hub and we literally get an entirely new location that also does tie in with like you know, the freaking like a new mode at the settlement and furthering the story a little bit, and if that location is like the suburb, for example, I mean, I'm gonna be pretty stoked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still gonna be bummed that we don't get permanent updates more often, but maybe that's just, you know, old man Star, you know, just kind of wishing back to the good old days. The good old days, man. If y'all have been around Last Day on Earth for a while, if y'all have been around the channel since the beginnings of Last Day on Earth, you might know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those updates every single weekend type thing. Like the first few months of when Last Day on Earth came out, man, that is, I mean, I just sound like back in my day, but gosh darn it, man, back in my day indeed. Was it just a freaking vibe to be playing Last Day on Earth? And it's still cool to be playing, don't get me wrong, but man, the aura, the energy, just everything about those first few months of Last Day on Earth, man, even just like the first year in general, just how often updates came out, the hype behind them, you know, it didn't even matter how big it was just the fact that we could always expect something literally at the beginning. I kid you not, every weekend there was a new update, and sometimes the updates were small, sometimes it was just something like, hey, we added in a new item, a bigger chest that you could craft, right? But the game was still so early game that a lot of this stuff, like even that small stuff, man, just being excited for new updates. The devs were doing Q&As every freaking week, talking about the future, talking about the roadmap, talking about what to expect. And now I just feel like the expectations for Last Day on Earth, man, they're just not what they used to be, and I don't think they ever will be what they used to be. And I think that's just something that we have to learn to kind of expect and accept. But hopefully, whenever we do get an update, like, you know, at least Last Day on Earth, I'm hoping a permanent content update that progresses the game itself instead of just temporary stuff. I like temporary events, don't get me wrong, keep them coming, but just make sure that we get some permanent stuff coming as well, especially since it just does seem like it is not coming as often. But, you know, even if we can just get like a permanent content update once a year, as long as it's a sizable one, you know, I mean, I wish it would be more often. I wish it'd be multiple updates a year. But like, for example, if we are getting, whatchamacall, I'm brain farting hard over here. If we are getting, you know, like something the size of the suburbs or Bunker Charlie, the helicopter, like if that's the scale of the update that we get once a year, all right. I mean, I'd like more, but I also won't complain too hard if that's what we can expect once a year. But so, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see where the game does go, but I know for some of y'all that have been around for a long time, y'all might know what I'm talking about, and it's just kind of, it is what it is, you know. I think we all would want to see just more Last Down Earth updates and just more stuff coming to the game. And I mean, there's a lot of good things to be excited for, and there's a lot of teases about the future of the game and what it might encompass. Like, for example, we just got our second straight update. If y'all think about it, the winter update introduced weapons with flaming ammo mods that are really good against enemies with ice armor. And now in this update, we are having to fight enemies with ancient armor, and the best ways to fight them are with the Yan Yudao and the Guandao, which have this kind of special way of fighting them. So we're kind of like, you know, even though they are temporary updates, we are getting glimpses of what the future might hold via something like this new mech, like, you know, more abilities for weapons to be specialized and good against different types of enemies. And particularly in the case of the flaming bullets of the winter update that we got, that we still have back at base. I mean, the really interesting thing about that is that, let me just go in and slice and dice it really quickly over there. But the interesting thing about that is that it's literally a weapon mod that we could apply to a gun. And I mean, it would be incredible to actually be able to, you know, continue applying weapon mods and actually unlocking these weapon mods instead of being at a limited time workbench for an event. Literally imagine being able to unlock flaming bullets and being able to put those on your guns like a weapon mod, or being able to unlock you know, like explosive ammo. You got it, explosive ammo would be so fire, and that'd be very useful too. Like, think about it, it'd be like ammo that maybe explodes in like a really small radius, and you know, you can have like armor piercing ammo, and it kind of lets you do like, you know, kind of like how the equalizer guns, like the armor piercing weapons, it kind of like lets you apply that to any gun that you want, and it can kind of be really useful then for using any gun that you want inside of the laboratory hard mode. Like, there's a bunch of different ways that this stuff can come together, and I mean, there's so many ways that they could go, but that's the thing, they could go. Last Down Earth has always had many ways that they could go, but it's a matter of which ways will they go. All right, and they always leave all these different paths open, like the oil rig, which has technically been teasing us for years, Bunker Charlie, which has been teasing us since the beginning. There's all these teases that have been teasing for the longest time, and you know, they bring you so much hope, and I just, you know, I've been hoping for a long time, and I'm a very positive and optimistic guy, I like to think, and I'm gonna continue hoping. I really am, because I do want to just see Last Down Earth do awesome things, but you know, with every, like, for example, with like every passing year of no Bunker Charlie, listen, you know, it's a lot of hoping and not a lot of seeing, but maybe we'll see that change, no pun intended, in the future here soon. But Nian is back, and we are going to take Nian down in our awesome freaking armor. And it's only the 600 health version of Nian. Much easier than the one that we just had to go ahead and fight. Let's go and take you down, Nian. And one more slice of this, and then Lexi, why don't you put the finishing blows into Nian over there? Thank you very kindly, because I... sorry about the cough there. Did not want to break this. I'm definitely gonna go back and repair that at the whatchamacall, at the repair bench, which another thing that I really would love to see come to the freaking game, man, because I mean, we've had it, technically speaking, over here in the crafting menu for like the longest time. Where are you freaking bench? I always forget exactly where you are. I know you're down here though. All right, technically speaking, you technically exist. Aha, you know? It's just teasing us, man. It'd be so cool to see the repair station actually come to fruition and actually be able, you know, allow us to start repairing guns. Now, I'm not just saying it, you know, it repairs guns for free, because that would be a little bit unbalanced, I must admit. But imagine being able to, like, kind of similar to how you, like, repair a chopper, you know? Like, if you want to repair your chopper back at base, you kind of have to put in some loose parts, you know? Like some nuts and bolts or some wires or these different things. Imagine having something like that at the repair bench, where you could put in, like, spare parts from guns, or, you know, like, just different types of spare parts and raw resources to slowly repair the durability of a gun. That'd be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And it wouldn't be too unbalanced, you know, because if you just had a repair bench that could just repair all of your guns forever for free, definitely a little bit OP, don't get me wrong, but having to, you know, potentially invest a little bit of resources into it, I think that's more than fair. And I mean, that'd still be so fire, because I know there's sometimes that I don't even want to use like my best weapons, because I'm like, if it breaks, it's gone. But imagine having actually the ability to repair them. That'd be massive. Anyways, I digress. I still gotta battle Mulan over here, so Mulan, don't mind if I do. I'll be taking you down with, yeah, I'm a pistol drizzle, y'all. All right, y'all deserve a little bit of pistol drizzle. Let me just go ahead and ring the gong, and we are going to have a couple of apprentices run it up on us. in trying to take us down. But that's all right, we will take them down, and they are going down pretty easily, all things considered. It's not really a fair fight. They are attacking me with melee weapons, and I am, well, shooting them with a pistol. But you know what? Life's not fair, baby! I'm also surprised that they are completely fine and unbothered after all of these bullets have entered their bodies. But you know what? Hey, more power to you. Y'all are some real warriors, all right? Listen, y'all are awesome here. Try to invest in like some grenade launchers or something, all right? But after I leave, all right, I want the next people challenging you to get blown up. Don't invest in the grenade launchers while I'm around. Do it after I leave or something like that, and we're gonna get some guaranteed seeds and a little bit of kumquats as well for our last Eastern Warrior pack. Now, if y'all will excuse me, because I mean, listen, I want to get as much stuff as we possibly can out of this event, and I'm a man of the people, and I want y'all to see the stuff that we can get out of this event as well. So I will bite the bullet of spending. I mean, okay, here's the good thing about this, right? At least like this fast forward, it's only 1 coin over here, and I do have a little stockpiled on up. I was banking on using that for some raider tasks and getting some raids together, but you know, knocking out 1 coin at a time isn't gonna put the biggest dent into the stockpile over there. So we'll go and do this for y'all, so we can try and open up as many of those crates as possible, and hopefully get our hands on some Rottweilers, and then hopefully that'll help me one day show off what a Rottweiler true friend freaking looks like to the people, because I want to see what that looks like. I know the people want to see what that looks like, and maybe one day we'll be able to show off what that looks like. We'll see. Hard to say for sure. And okie dokie, after fast forwarding the process of a little bit of rice over here, and honestly, man, I'm gonna turn in everything that we've got. There's no point in leaving these rice stems left over, because I am literally right now turning in everything that I own that relates to the event, because you can just turn in raw rice stems, for example, right? I mean, they barely get you any points, but might as well turn in everything we've got and go all in and try to get as much as possible for the very last time. And we're about 400 points short of another level, so I suppose we will be getting like one more box here. Is that? Yeah, we got one more box. Okay, so nothing too wild. Maybe the box though will be kind to us on this Lunar New Year. Oh, we got 2 Rottweilers. Let's go! Woo! Probably nothing incredible is gonna come out of that. And after having just deposited those 2 Rottweilers into our ranks, they are both girl Rottweilers, just like my 20 other Rottweilers that are all girls. So I will unfortunately not be able to do any breeding to try to get a true friend. I thought maybe we'd have a little bit of luck on our side, and maybe be able to try to do some breeding. Nope. Apparently every Rottweiler that comes across my way is a girl. I'm just a chick magnet or something, apparently. I guess that's just the way it goes. But anyways, with that said, with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to be wrapping it up for the Lunar New Year event. And we are eagerly going to be awaiting what the next thing that we have looking forward to us is. Hopefully, in addition to an event, we have something a little more permanent coming our way soon, because I know we would all love to see that. But that is something that time will tell. In the meantime, this is our wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.